Welcome to Turn the Page Tuesdays, where book journaling meets caffeinated chaos.
I'm Kasie, the one who's probably spilling her coffee on her notebook.
And I'm Rachel, the one trying to keep it together.
Each week, we bring you weekly tips and sips, let you snoop inside our journals, and take you on wild bookish adventures.
So grab your coffee, crack open your journal, and let's turn the page before Kasie spills something again.
We're going to take a peek inside my reading journal, and we're going to see all of the things bookish that happened in the month of February. If you look here, you can see my bookshelf. There's my goal. Let's get 10 books read. This is a physical book, an audiobook, graphic novel, a manga, an anthology. You can even do fictional podcasts. Everything with storytelling counts in your journal. The first book I read for the month of February was Dalstram, Delirium. It is a Scottish translation. I picked this up, Tarpon Springs, The Gilded Page. This is in Florida, guys, Florida. And you can see there's a lot of tabbies, which means there's a lot of things that I was like, This was a spicy book. It was spicy. You can see my page review. Look, what else was cool? The author signed it, but then something strange. Why did he strike out this letter? Was this like a typo over here? Why did he strike that out? I don't know. What I liked about this little decadent book, you have one side that's in English and the other side is in its original language. I gave it 4 spices. There's a whole thing about a penis bookmark poem. Honestly, it was more romantical than it was spicy in the obscene way with some of the other books that we've talked about before or upcoming. I mean, it's called The Building and Coffee Show, so I figured it probably should start. I need the coffee. I need it today. So this book, I gave it 5 cups of coffee. I don't do stars, I do cups of coffee. And again, I love my coffee stampers. Self-inking. Guys, you could just find these all over the interwebs. I hear you. You said, oh, Kasie, what is with that hat? This hat? Oh, this little old thing. I picked it up in London at this awesome place called Cyberdog. We're not sponsored, let's be clear. We would love to be. SanCartier, Monsters You Should Know. I gave this book 5 coffee cups. And once I open it up and you see these artwork pictures, what? So cute. I need plushies. We need plushies of these cute little animals. I mean, the artwork. It is just so cute. Okay, I say cute, and then, you turn the pages, and then all of a sudden it becomes frightening. But that's what it is, Monsters You Should Know. We're taking through a bunch of historical folklore, and it's just taken to a whimsical space. We're taken all around the world, and we get to see creatures from an artist's perspective. And like I said, we all look fun and warm and cozy, and it gets a little scary. Some of these creatures actually are just misunderstood. They're misunderstood. But here's a picture of my spread, so you can see the 2-page spread. And I know you're like, why does your review have a sticker? Because I take my phone, and when I'm reading, I jot my thoughts down. I don't want to rewrite that, so I just print it on a sticker, and then I stick it in my journal, because I found that I'm a sticker. I'm a sticker girl. I sticker my journal. This book is fun, it's delightful, it's quirky, it's unexpected. My next February read, Pele. Oh, I'm gonna take this one out of the plastic. The author is Christopher Caravalho. Gosh, I hope I said that right. And this is the special edition cover from Mana Comics. Yes, I picked this up in Hawaii, but how could you not? Look at this, the cover. Wow. But let me just open her up for you because I, again, enjoyed the artwork. And I did look at the other covers. I'm gonna tell you that this alternate cover, that's the exclusive, is my favorite of them all. But just take a minute, look at this art. Isn't she gorgeous? She is gorgeous. There's alternate covers. I don't want to show you all that because you need to go get this. You need this in your life. This is just issue number 1. And you can see here's my 2-page spread on it. What I loved so much about this, not just the prismatic cover, not just the artwork, but the story. She's a badass girly girl. Let me just say that. Pele, she is there. She's living for it. She's a little demure. She's like, no, I'm not going to take sides and things. Everybody's coming from everywhere. All of the gods all over the world are dying. And then all of a sudden she's like, don't you mess with my Ohana. And she went smack. So if you need something that's a good pick-me-up and you want some female power, then you're going to go to other realms and you're going to go pick up whatever comics they have over there by their local comics artists. Just go do it. Just do it. You won't be disappointed. The rating on Pele, 5 coffee cups. Why would it be less? Why would it be less? It wouldn't be less. This is just issue 1. Hello, issue 2, I'm in. What did I do next? Next is an audiobook. The audiobook is called Friday, The Rabbi Slept Late. And let me just tell you how I came across this book, because I didn't know. When you get Audible and you pay for the premium membership, unless somebody's like, welcome to Audible, let's go through your training, they don't tell you. So you just click your Audible app. Down at the bottom, it says profile. I mean, if you're Android, I don't know. iPhone people, you got to do it your way. And then we're going to look and see this thing called the Plus catalog in your profile. Plus catalog, view catalog. And bam, shablam, bam, shablam, blam. Included with your membership are like a bajillion free titles. And I didn't just find one in this location. I just stumbled upon it because apparently, even though I read, I don't read. And I stumbled upon it and I got four out of this little free section. We're only going to talk about 3 of them because one of them I have space out the airlock. Remember, I don't DNF. Do something different. Do not DNF. Don't put them in a graveyard. Okay? When we get to it, I'll show it to you. Boo, boo, boo. Okay? Even Rachel switched it from the graveyard. She's trucking them out. She stamps her truck and then she puts them in the back and they just haul that shit away. She's like, bye-bye. So do something different, challenging you. So I have to read this off of my book page here, which, I have a sticker. You can just go download it and print it. It's free because that's what we do, free. This is Friday the Rabbi Slept Late by Harry Kemelman, 1964. It's a murder mystery. And let me just tell you, the narrator, George Goodall, he's one of my favorites narrators. And that's really why I was like, all right, that was the clincher. I give it 4 cups of coffee because it's just cute. It's just everything that you want from an audio program. Reminds me of listening to an old radio show murder mystery. I will tell you, the twist at the end is a big twist. I thought I had the murderer pegged the entire time, but I did not. Oh, you want to know who done it? No. I'm not going to tell you, because if you're Audible, super member, you can go listen to it for free. This brings me to the next book. This one, I love it so much. Mr. Spock's Little Book of Mindfulness. So many tabbies. I gave it 4 cups of coffee. This is Vulcan Wisdom for Earthlings. Really, that's distracted Earthlings, actually. That means me. That means you. That means all of us. That's how I felt about it. Written by Glenn Dakin. How to survive in an illogical world. And let's be real. Everything in our current world is extraordinarily illogical, but I kind of like it. I like the chaos. All the quotes were put in the back of the book. I tried to photocopy the quotes in the back, and that part worked out fine. I know how to photocopy. I was cutting them up and I was going to bake them into fortune cookies for Rachel, but the fortune cookie aspect failed. There was no fortune cookie recipe in this book to print and perhaps make Star Trek fortune cookies, but I feel like we should do that. I was at the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, and that's where I picked up this little gem. Actually, they had an entire merch section of Star Trek, and it also had the Starship Enterprise from the OG series, the big models that they would use, and it would turn on and boot up and fire up the nacelles and the warp core every hour. All right, so there's my 2-page spread. And like I said, it is super quotable. It was absolutely adorable. And there were doodles. It's a good book when Kasie has a lot of tabbies, because I don't do tabbies, Rachel does tabbies. But look at this artwork. It's just cute little doodles. This book is meant to amuse more than enlighten. It even tells you, there's like a little warning in the book, that if you're on a path to enlightenment, then Spock's little book here, it's illogical. They say it's illogical that this is going to help you get to the path of enlightenment. It's fun. Yeah, there it is. Live long and prosper. At our last book club, Rachel mentioned that Dracula on Audible is free assigned reading. We don't have assigned reading in our book club, but we agreed to listen to this. So for the super deep dive, go watch the book club episode. And hopefully we see you, because our book club is actually virtual. I gave it 4 cups of coffee. I'm telling you straight up, I was here for Tim Curry. That's the only reason I did this. I was just like, give me some Tim Curry. Yes, thank you, Tim Curry, Van Helsing, and done. Where's my fifth cup on this? Wasn't enough Tim Curry. Just that was it. Overall, Dracula was good. Boom. Next up in that Plus catalog, I came across Brackishwaters by Matt Boren. I was surprised. I was really surprised, because I saw the narrator and I was like, hello, yes, and please, thank you, ma'am. Christina Applegate, we know her, Married with Children. We know her from Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. If you don't know that movie, then I can't be your friend. Just saying. Here's the 2-page spread in the book journal, and I'm obsessed. Lots and lots of coffee cups. That goes obsessed. We know this story. Whether you're a teacher, you're a student, or you're a parent, you know exactly how this woman feels. The story follows Kate. We love Kate. Okay, that's Christina Applegate. Kate is a parent at the school auction, and she wins the vacation. And of course, the vacation was sponsored by one of the wealthier parents in the school. And in schools, you guys, let's be real. Volunteer hours, you either buy your hours, you pay for them, okay? You donate to the school auction, or you're the one buying the things at the auction. The writer even tells you that. That's real. That's real. That's fact. That's another check on the map. This happens in Florida. So it even warmed my heart even more, because it's in my own backyard, all the things that I'm listening to. What I really liked is the woman started out doing a Yelp review of the hotel that she was staying at. And it was honestly more of a confessional. You get to hear all the crazy things. You get some, Dirty Dancing vibes happening in there. Fast pacing, sharp moments, emotional whiplash. But I lived for it, because I know all these people. I know these parents. Working in a school, we all know these parents. And it's not just her. It's just not the lady that, gave you the thing. There are other parents involved, and it's that whole thing like, oh, she used to be my best friend, but now she's her best friend. It's like, parents, can we just get your together? Because we're here for the kids. But let's talk about the kids, because Kate's little girl, Ruby, if I was to birth a child, the Ruby probably would have been it. She would have been the sassy, smart mouth, cursing little girl. And I'm pretty sure that I'd be in the principal's office with her all the time. This story turned everyday horrors into comedy gold. But I have to give credit to our girl Christina for that. Anybody else who would have narrated this would have been dry. I totally probably would have given this 2 coffee cups. I even tried putting in my head other famous people that could have narrated this story. It's like, no. And this is, get it. It is free. It is free for you if you're on your Audible super thing. Will I read more from this author? I don't know, maybe. But what do I know? I know that I want to hear Christina Applegate narrate a heck of a ton more books. Can we get her like on a superstar list of narrators? She's in the running for favorite narrator of the year. And just when I thought all of my audio obsessions were over, that nothing could go beyond Christina and the book we just talked about, I'm in the Plus catalog and the book Heads Will Roll was recommended. And I said, let's take a look. Already you know that we're in for something amazing because we've got 2 Saturday Night Live alumni sisters who are writing this crazy ass journey. It's like I smoked a bunch of mushrooms, did a shit ton of LSD, I went down the rabbit hole, and I lived every moment of it with Meryl Streep, Tin Gun, and the Fab Five. That's just to name a few. Bob the Drag Queen shows up and it's complete mayhem. I actually did a video on what the book did I just read. I can't say, is this Beyond Obsessed? Beyond Obsessed, there's like a million coffee cups in this. This is an absurdist medieval fantasy comedy. Say all of that, chew gum, walk backwards. Go watch my What the Book because that really sums it up in a nutshell. I'm not going to reread all of these quotes to you because it's a short read and listen, but this is how I want all my audiobooks to sound. Chaos, full, all-star cast with a soundtrack. It did get a spicy stamp. It did. It got a spicy stamp and I wrote weird. It was weird spicy because I got to listen to a crow and a raven voiced by humans having sex. Put it all together, pause right now and think about those. All right, so what's the gist of the story? So the queen, she's, off with everybody's heads. One of the quotes is very funny. She's like, we're doing a group offing today. All 27 of you, one shot, boom, off with your heads. That's Meryl Streep. She's very funny. Her sister Jojo, she's the raven. She's out of control. She doesn't think she wants to be a bird. She's got to find her hag so she cannot be a bird. And then she tries, and she's a human. She can't handle being a human. I mean, who can? Who can? This whole thing is about these 2 women, their relationship as sisters, going through life saying, oh, I don't like this life. I don't want to rule. I don't want to be part of the kingdom. I just want to be a candlestick maker. And all the things they go through, Tim Gunn, he's getting breadcrumbed by the Fab Five, who are actually sirens. He's, going to get eaten. It's aggressively absurd. And I like that. And it feels less like a fever dream and more like when I asked Google, I was like, Google, what's more than a fever dream? And they said severe hallucination. And then my mom says, no, it means cuckoo bananas. And I'm like, yes, this is cuckoo bananas. So if you want cuckoo bananas, I know, just look at my spread. Just look at it. Look at it. Okay, are you looking at it? I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Look at that. Can't pick a favorite character. Why would you? Why would you want to? Why would you want to? You need this in your life. This is actually up for best audiobook of the year. What do we have up next? Another physical book. I mean, let's be honest, it was a heavy audio month, but I was at Book and Bottle in downtown St. Pete. My brain saw this book cover and I was like, yes, I had a pink t-shirt with a horsey pony on it with a rainbow. And then I bought it, didn't know what I was getting into. I looked closer and I was like, oh, he's dead and there's skulls and there's blood dripping everywhere. Kevin Maloney, where did this come from? It is a collection of surreal and contemporary fiction short stories, 14 of them to be exact, by Clash Publishing. Didn't know about Clash, now I'm obsessed with Clash. 5 cups of coffee, this book gets me. This is peeking behind the curtain of everything that's happened in your life. I just did a What the Book about this one, but you see again, lots of tabbies. Lots of tabbies means Kasie had a lot to think and say. And I'm gonna give you all the trigger warnings and we're done. You got them all. I had to read 2 stories at a time, sometimes 1, sometimes you reread a story because when you're reading this, you feel like you're on a teeter-totter at the same time as a sit and spin, playing Operation Imperfection. That's the best way I can describe this to you. I actually really liked the cover art. I said in the other review that I wanted this, I want merch, I want the t-shirt. I didn't actually look at the artist though. Hold on, let's see who that is. Cover, the cover's by Joel. Can you see Joel's name up here? Yes, I'm not gonna try and say the rest of your name, Joel, but Joel, I appreciate your cover art tremendously. A couple of the stories. Horse Girl Fever, what the book is named after. If I was born gender male, that's how my life would have been. It would have exactly turned out exactly that way. I'm not kidding. Malaria Diaries, I hope that was real. Kevin, was that real? Did that happen to you? End Times, Charleston Avenue. It's about what was happening on Charleston Avenue during COVID. And after I read it, I was like, wow, I always wondered what other people were doing. We were doing exactly what Charleston Avenue was doing. So check back, you get back to me, tell me, did you do that? Did you do what they did that we did? Mr. Maloney is not afraid to peek inside somebody's soul in perhaps an alternate universe. Or maybe this is our universe. But this one just felt so real, like this was happening in real people's lives. And that's what I liked about it. We're talking about the things that people won't talk about in reality. If you've ever watched Tales from the Deep or Electric Dreams, this airs in that space. Only I think I would call it after school specials for adults so they could see what their potential lives could possibly be if they make the wrong decisions. Yeah, I think that's the title. Kevin, thank you for this. I enjoyed it tremendously. I look forward to reading more of your stories. This guy, that's Kevin. You see him there? I think he is the red bearded wizard that they're all talking about. He's fun. He's different. He's off kilter. Dude, is your son's name really Fennel Fox? The final book of the 10 for February's wrap up is the ultimate full color graphic novel manga, Zero's Journey, Disney's Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. And then breathe. This is 4 mangas put into one big, beautiful hardcover bronze goldy leaf. Look at artwork. I had a lot of tabbies in here and then I stopped, but look more at 0. Look at that picture at the bottom, the expression. Here, I'm going to show you another picture because he gets lost in Christmas Town and then Jack is so sad. And then he sends Lock, Shock, and Barrel to go find him. Of course, that turns into a disaster. I love that his nose glows. His nose glows, you know, just kind of like Rudolph, but it's a pumpkin. There's just so many beautiful pictures. So I have to shout out to all of the artists because there's quite a few of them. The 2 quotes that I really liked. I've been so cruel ignoring your need for love, and there is nothing more important than one's best friend. That is the heart of this book. Do not forget those you love. The ones that are with you every single day, that support you, that love you, that encourage you. They are the ones that you should not take for granted. There are just so many beautiful lessons in here. Even Santa tries to like rehabilitate Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Oh my gosh, look, 0. Oh, my heart goes out for you. So this was recommended by my love for dogs, and that was just re-inspired by Navi. So Navi, thank you, because I actually think you're the one who recommended this book when we were babysitting you. It's just a very cute, emotional, light, delightful, graphic novel about love. And you know what? That's the whole thing for February. Isn't that it? Is it supposed to be about love? February is the month of love, for love. Okay, so now let's look at my bookish tracker, which again, I made available for you to download and print for free. So here it is. It's right in front of me. And as I talk, we're going to see that I picked for my books of the month audio, Heads Will Roll. It was really tied with Brackishwaters. Graphic novel or manga of the month, Zero's Journey. The best physical book of the month, Horse Girl Fever. Yes, and thank you. And my favorite poetry of the month was Dalstram. My favorite character of the month is a tie. It is Queen Mortuana and 0. The narrator of the month, 100,000,000%, is Christina Applegate. I'm shouting out to the cast of Heads Will Roll, but ultimately my favorite narrator was Christina. So girl, can you please do some more? And now I'm going to just let you know that I spaced out the airlock, one of those freebie books from the Plus catalog called Rivals, Frenemies History. I was really disappointed. Here's a picture of that audiobook. I'm all about listening to history, and it promised me that I was going to get Monty Python, all the things, and it was a lie, an absolute lie. So that one out the airlock. Don't know what the airlock is? Whoosh, let's throw in another picture. That's it, 2-page spread. That's my airlock. You people DNF your books and make them graveyards? Nope, we space them. By we, I mean me. I space them. And now let's just throw in one more page for you to see. All right, so I am doing book cover of the year. I give out a lot of book awards, so I'm adding this one because I'm always commenting on the book covers. You know, is it catfishing you or is it legit? Like, this cover makes so much sense and we love it. You can see right away, Queer Little Nightmares. That is my cover of the month for January. And then Pele, you are my cover of the month for February. Now, Horse Girl Fever, you're up for that. You were really close, but really I want you to be a t-shirt. Well, that's it for Kasie's February wrap-up. Insert picture of the front page there. Good, now you saw the bookshelf. What am I gonna do now? Well, I'm gonna go design and artify my March cover page because we need to get started. This is Turn the Page Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, follow. Check out all of the shorts, all the funny things that you're missing. Go see all of the things that Rachel's giving you on Feature Friday. And I hope we see you at our virtual book club. You can just sign up. It's free on Zoom. That's it, guys. That's it. I got nothing else. That's the ink. Don't forget, friends, the Spilled Ink and Coffee Show. We are everywhere you get your podcast.
That's the ink. Turn the Page Tuesday is a wrap. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a chapter.